After hearing bangs coming from downstairs, Philip grabs his camera and heads towards the other room in the pitch darkness to check it out. As he's on his way, something unexpected happens.
What is that? Ah! What the fuck is that noise? Mary? Mary?
And it doesn't stop there. One night, after hearing bizarre noises coming from the woods behind his house, Philip ventures outside to investigate. This is his backyard. He's lived here for years and never seen anything strange. But this time, something's different. He goes deeper into the woods and stumbles upon something that he never noticed before, a concrete vault. But the weirdness doesn't end there. Another night, Philip hears a tapping noise from inside his house. Determined to get to the bottom of it, he follows the sound, which leads him to a door rattling as if something's trapped behind it. Bracing himself, he swings the door open, expecting to confront whatever's causing the disturbance. What happens next will send chills down your spine. See it for yourself.
Go!
He rushes over and finds a saucepan lying in the sink. But this wasn't just a case of something falling by accident. How do you explain what we've just witnessed? Whatever's in Philip's house isn't just playing tricks. It's moving objects, shaking furniture, and keeping him on edge. With each new incident, the question remains: would you stick around if this was happening to you? Let us know.
Get ready to have your hearts racing like a sprinter on steroids with this video of a man on the receiving end of some paranormal attention. Although short, this is one hell of a scary video. Did you spot the paranormal Easter egg towards the end? As if the knocking and door opening by itself wasn't terrifying enough. A scary looking face popped up above the door as the door opened, not to mention how abruptly the video ends, while the internet is littered with thousands of such videos. The fact that this was the only clip uploaded of the encounter, coupled with the man whining, like a scared baby, adds an eerie authenticity. Could this have been a real poltergeist attack? Or is it just another bid for online popularity? Let us know your thoughts.
Keanu, known on Reddit as Keanu Kiala, uploaded this terrifying video that's been giving everybody chills. After putting his little daughter to bed, he headed out to the back garden to take care of a few things. But not long after, he received an alert on his phone about movement in the baby's room. Thinking that his little princess had just woken up, he quickly pulled out his phone to check the camera feed. But what he saw on his screen left him both puzzled and terrified. Here's what he caught. Nothing seems out of the ordinary here. Just a little girl who woke up right after her dad left the room. Right? But the devil is in the details. For starters, the camera seems to have caught whispers or someone blowing air on her. We can clearly hear the heavy breath here. And the most chilling part about this sound is how she reacts afterwards. It's kinda like the fight or flight reaction most babies get when you blow hair on their faces. Did you also notice how a chunk of her hair dangled like someone was playing with it? Yet Keanu swore that everybody else was asleep and nobody could have been in that room at that time, as we can clearly see on camera. Okay, let's say the hair moving was caused by the ceiling fan, which Keanu claimed was on then. But then how do you explain the other sounds? Mere baby noises, her breath, hell, a gush of wind from the window? The windows were shut, and the room was pretty much isolated from all of the others, so we can strike out those possibilities. And also, it is an old house with loads of mystery. One thing's for sure though, nobody would ever wish to experience that nightmare alongside their kids.
Johan thought it was just a normal, rainy day at work. He was alone in the shop, and during a spell of no customers, he started doing some other tasks. That was the moment he realised he was not quite as alone as he thought. Did you see it? Don't worry if not. It's a bit hard to miss. So let's slow down and zoom in. His hood moves back ever so slightly, like something was pulling on it. He says in his description that he felt a sort of weight on the top of his jacket. But imagine his face when he actually saw the footage. Yeah. No thanks.
You've probably seen stuff move out of the corner of your eye, but you always tend to brush it off as nothing. You weren't even focused on it anyway, so who's to say anything even happened, right? That's what this girl thought until she realised the thing she tried to deny to herself was caught on camera. If you missed it, don't worry, it's pretty hard to spot. So let's slow it down and zoom in. The tuba cream just twists around completely on its own. This is a tiny amount of activity, but that makes it even more believable. If someone were to fake a paranormal video, you would think it would be something big and shocking, not some tiny little movements, right? What do you think? Could this be the proof we've been looking for? Let us know your thoughts.
Living on your own should be the most liberating and freeing feeling in the world, right? Not for this guy. Because the horrific happenings in his home led him to flee one night. But what could have spooked him so badly? Well, he was able to catch a few instances on camera, and let's just say it's enough to send anyone sprinting.
Who's there?
Dude, what the f***?
While you can get a hold of player pianos, ones that have specific mechanisms inside that operate the piano automatically, that still doesn't explain the chair moving on its own, or the lights flickering when he left the house. Could he have been sharing his space with some kind of poltergeist pianist?
If you know us, you'll know the Ghost Hunter channel in the dark. He's been running headfirst into the spookiest abandoned buildings for years, armed with nothing but a cigarette and a camera. Over the years, he's caught some positively petrifying paranormal footage, and here are some of the best bits from a myriad of different buildings.
Arkadaşlar arkamda... İçeri. Bak, öbür kapıya bak. Öbür kapıya bak.
Arkadaşlar içerisi yıkılıyor resmen. Ay, dolap yıkıldı. Arkadaşlar dolap. O duvarda asılı olan dolap yıkıldı resmen. Ben buradan nasıl geçeceğim şimdi, en iyisi alttan. Bakın hala hareket ediyor. Arkadaşlar geri düzeldi. Bismillah, bismillah, bismillah, bismillah.
Baba çek. Bismillah. Gir içeri. Var mı bir şey? Yok. Arkadaşlar buradan ses geldi. Bismillah. Bidon hareket etti, gördünüz mü? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah canımı alsın ki hareket etti ya.
All of these clips are wildly entertaining as much as they are petrifying, because no matter how long you've been ghost hunting, those buildings never get any less terrifying. But there's always the chance that he could have just had an extra person following along to bash the doors or pull some strings. But the strangest thing that we found in this compilation he posted was this.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kamera hareket etti. Allah belamı versin, kamera hareket etti. Çekiyor mu ya?
Look closely at the wall on the left. As he walks past it to get to the camera, the area around it seems to bend and snap back. This footage has clearly been edited, but for what reason would he possibly edit that part of the wall? And if he's edited one video, who's to say he hasn't edited more? What do you think about this one? Does this discredit the footage in the Darker's court or not?
After watching paranormal investigators Punk Rock TV take on a haunted location, YouTuber Miguelo77 decided to channel his inner Mr. Beast. Except instead of handing out money, he planned to test his luck against the dead. His challenge? Spend the night in a house where the ghosts of 2 girls have reportedly been seen. So, he packed his gear, grabbed his tent and flashlights and headed straight for the abandoned twin houses in the middle of nowhere. Little did he know, he was going to need a lot more than camping supplies to make it through the night. After setting up his tent right in the room where the channel claimed to have seen ghosts, and casually ignoring the pentagram on the floor, Miguel kept things light, chatting with his followers. But then, things took a chilling turn. A faint humming drifted through the night, just audible enough to make his skin crawl, and as if on cue, the distant, relentless barking of a dog set the perfect unnerving backdrop. Locals say this house has a dark history. Some believe occult rituals were performed here after it was abandoned. Others claim children were brought here for disturbing reasons. At first, Miguel brushed off the humming, telling himself it was just his mind playing tricks. But what happened next? That was all too real to ignore. Watch this.
Me asusté bien cabrón. Verga, verga, cálmate, cálmate. No te sugestiones. Cálmate, cálmate. Es el viento, es el viento. A huevo que es el viento. Bueno, amigos. Me asusté, cabrón. Se están escuchando bien cabrón acá arriba desde hace rato. No he podido dormir.
Lying in his tent, waiting for something, anything to happen, Miguel suddenly heard footsteps. Then, the slow, grating sound of something scratching against a wall. Whatever was out there was getting closer, and then, snap, his tent jolted. His heart nearly jumped out of his chest, but no, just the wind. That was his cue. This was a mistake. He packed up ready to get the hell out of there, but the entities, they weren't done with him just yet.
¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Llama, por favor. No mames, ¿qué es eso? Vámonos a la chingada, vámonos a la verga. Vámonos a la verga. Vámonos a la verga.
Just as he was about to haul ass out of there, his camera shut off, right at the moment he felt something closing in fast. And when he finally turned around, he swears he saw her, a ghostly figure just like the ones described in Punk Rock TV's video. That was all he needed. Screw the camera, he ran, probably straight to the nearest exit and a fresh pair of pants. Something tells us he won't be pulling this stunt again anytime soon.
No mames, no mames, ¿qué es eso?
In the cool of the afternoon, somewhere in Indonesia, a store's security camera caught a disturbing event that the owner and neighbours had a hard time believing. Take a look at the anomaly that was seen. The store owner was reviewing his CCTV footage when he noticed two dogs and their absurd behaviour, in the presence of an entity that didn't seem to be there. The figure appeared to be giving the dogs treats, but they were hesitant to approach the figure or take its treats, making the video more concerning. Could it have been otherworldly? Or was the camera so faulty that it somehow smeared the image of a person? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.
Elaine was her mother's only child. Tragically, her mother passed away in May 2024. Losing her mum hit Elaine hard, and who could blame her? It's tough to let go of someone who meant everything to you, but as the days blurred into weeks, and weeks into months, she began to find her way through the grief. That was until one day in August, bored one night, Elaine and her roommate were doing what they often did for a laugh, checking the CCTV footage from around the house. Usually, there was nothing interesting, just a bunch of empty rooms. But this time, something on the living room camera caught their eye. Something very strange. If you look closely, there's more than just a shadowy figure moving across the living room. Something shiny, almost like a pair of glasses, is hanging in mid-air. Elaine immediately felt her heart drop. She knew it had to be her mum. The ghostly figure resembled her mother's silhouette, and those glasses, those were her mum's too. The recognition hit her hard, and she broke down, crying for hours. Not even her roommate's attempt to comfort her could ease her sorrow. But strangely, after that moment, she started to find peace. The sadness remained, as it always does when we lose someone we love. But the heaviness of grief had lifted a little. Maybe it really was her mum, showing up to help her find comfort and move on. What do you think? Was this a final, loving goodbye? Let us know in the comments.
Our lovely viewers sent in this next clip, so a huge shout out to Shelly and Micaiah, who recently had a beautiful baby girl. Shelly keeps her front door security camera software open full screen on her iPad while Micaiah's at work, but one day a notification turned her attention to the device. That's when she saw something really weird starting to form from the bottom left corner into what you're about to see. Upon a later review, they were both left scratching their heads before sending it to us. Let's have a look, shall we?
What is that on the camera? It's moving. Look at it, see it? What the hell is that? Whoa, it's moving. It's like hands. What the fuck? Hey Siri.
At first glance, it looks like just a bit of mist, doesn't it? Well, let's zoom in and slow down. You can hear Shelley say she thought it looked like a pair of hands at one point, and we can see what she means, can't you?
Looks like hands.
There's a strange, slightly humanoid aspect in some snippets of the weird mist if you look real close. Outdoor security cameras often fall victim to the elements, and the picture can be messed with due to rainwater, dirt, cobwebs, or even moisture in the air if the camera is using infrared. But the hands comment has really thrown us onto a knife's edge. How creepy does that look? We can confidently say that we've never seen anything like this coming from a home security camera. Is this a strange camera malfunction? Or someone, or something, sitting in the corner, rubbing their hands together in anticipation of being clocked? What do you guys think? Big thanks again to Shelley and Micaiah for sending this incredible catch.
Rural woodland is practically a hotspot for the unexplained, and for one man living at the edge of the trees, a late-night security notification led to a discovery that still has him shaken. He checked the footage, expecting an animal or maybe nothing at all, but what he found was something else entirely. At first, it looks like it could be anything bobbing along, with just the top of its head visible. But how on earth did it manage to morph through the gates? Yeah, it could well be some editing, but surely, if you were editing a ghost video, you do something a little more flashy. Not just edit someone walking through a gate. And if this footage is real, that figure was unbelievably humanoid. Could it be real footage of a soul on the other side? I guess we'll never know.
Chances are you've already seen plenty of scary videos online, but be sure to get your spare pants ready because none of them will catch you off guard as much as this one sent to us on Instagram by our lovely viewer Abiodun from Kano, Nigeria. A huge shout out to him for requesting our analysis of this scary video. Take a look. Most paranormal believers would likely put this down to a very hyper office poltergeist with a thirst for destruction, but let's stop for a moment and try to figure out what actually happened here. After a little digging, it turns out that queries like "Can an office chair explode?" are pretty popular on Google. According to FlexiSpot, a reputable office furniture brand, office chairs can actually explode, though it's quite rare. The culprit? A failure in the pneumatic cylinder that adjusts the height, which contains compressed gas. So what causes this? Well, it boils down to a few key factors. Manufacturing defects, overloading, and excessive heat are the most common. But could this be the reason why that chair was shooting for the stars? Probably. But what are your thoughts? Let us know. And a big thank you to Abiodun for requesting our analysis of this video.
After moving into their cozy new home deep in the Appalachian Mountains, this couple thought they were in for a peaceful, quiet life. But instead, they found themselves at the centre of something far more unsettling. What began as subtle, almost playful paranormal activity quickly escalated into a full-blown supernatural storm that left them gasping for answers. One night, reacting to what they thought was an intruder alert, the couple raced downstairs to investigate the noise source. Finding no one there, they turned into their CCTV for answers. What they discovered was more chilling than they could have imagined. Take a look at the creepy footage captured that night. After reviewing the footage, they discovered a shadowy figure in the corner of their living room that looked like a man with his head tilted backwards. But the freaky part was how the supposed man simply vanished. Poof. As if it had never been there at all. As they went to investigate it, was this the work of a malevolent spirit, or is there another explanation? Whatever the case, this eerie moment left the couple questioning the very safety of their home.
It was a pretty chill Sunday afternoon, and Reddit user VanillaBear24399 decided to film her two dogs playing in the living room, while her brother played video games in his room. Everything felt normal, until she started hearing strange knocks and the unmistakable sound of a doorknob turning. Turning her camera toward the source of the disturbance, she captured this. According to her, this was the first time something like this would happen in years, let alone be caught on camera. But the house itself isn't free from a paranormal past. She claims that although the house belongs to their parents and isn't particularly old, there have been instances of eerie knocks and small noises here and there that often left the family unsettled. Adding to the creep factor, she shared that she's dreaded the basement-turned-storage room since childhood. She always felt like someone or something was watching her from the shadows. Every time she went down there, she'd feel an unsettling tightness in her chest. She also recalls a time while growing up when she saw a fully formed figure of a man standing at the doorstep of her bedroom as she read a bedtime story to her younger sister. Since they had no male guests then, and the figure was only there for about a second, she thought she might have just imagined it. But this wasn't the only strange encounter around the house. Her brother also once saw a figure like the one she'd seen, only this time it was in the basement. And on another occasion, her little sister screamed so loud that it woke the entire house. They rushed to her, thinking she was being attacked. And when she eventually spilt the tea on what actually happened, she said that she'd seen a shadow at the bottom of the staircase. Now that they've managed to catch something on camera, will it be enough to convince their parents to have the place cleansed? I guess we'll never know. Steps coming from inside a closet in the attic. The sound of someone walking when it is evident they have nowhere to go.
Late one night, two friends were riding through the city on a motorbike, just cruising, filming, enjoying the breeze. It felt like any other ride, but what their helmet-mounted camera captured mid-route, that wasn't normal. And when they've played it back, they realised they might have caught something they were never supposed to see. Let's take a look. In the top right corner of the footage, a figure appears to be walking down the middle of the road, but there's nothing normal about it. It floats just above the ground, pale, almost see-through, like it's barely holding form. The guys uploaded the footage hoping someone could explain what they saw, but when something moves like that, quiet, slow, weightless, you don't look back. You just keep going and pray it doesn't follow you.
If you know anything about the paranormal, you've probably at least stumbled upon the theory that our dogs can see entities from the other side with their naked eyes. Whether or not you believe your pets can see ghosts depends on your own belief in the paranormal, but there is scientific proof out there that dogs can smell, hear, and feel things that humans can't. An article on Reader's Digest that interviewed pet specialists even suggested that if ghosts are real, it's more than likely that they could see them. Have you ever noticed your dog staring at a wall or ceiling and growling? Or barking like mad at seemingly nothing? Perhaps there is something more at play than just a case of the zoomies. Well, we found some new unsettling videos of family dogs sensing the unknown. Check it out.
Come here, come here, come here. Mama's got you. Mama's got you. What's wrong, Autumn? I got you. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my God. Are you okay, Autumn? Come on, let's go over there and see what's wrong. Come on. What is it? Come on. Come on. What's wrong? What is it? Shh. What is it?
A petrified dog rushes to its owner as it growls and barks at something unseen. Perhaps she heard a distant noise that we couldn't pick up on, but whatever she senses makes her shiver in fear, right down to her bones.
Autumn, what is it?
Whether or not that poor pup experienced something otherworldly, we have more paranormal content to sink your teeth into. A guy on Reddit posted claiming to be a lifetime skeptic, but this video challenged his beliefs. In the post itself, he explains this event occurred when he was at work, and his wife sent him the video wondering what had truly spooked the dogs. She only saw the closet door open, but when he reviewed the footage, he heard an unknown voice saying something like, "Hiya" or "Taya," right before the door opens. It definitely sounds spooky on a first watch, but some commenters thought this might not have been as terrifying as we and the dogs seem to think. Doors opening by themselves are pretty much seen as the Starbucks Frappuccino of the paranormal world. It's basic. It's been seen countless times before and nobody really takes it seriously anymore. But the noise itself sounds pretty spooky. And why would the dogs be so upset by it? Surely they've seen and heard that door open before if they live in the house. So what scared them so badly? This next one shows another dog in distress. But there's something else that had viewers shaking in their boots.
Is there a ghost? Is there a ghost? Yeah?
What is this first?
Where's the ghost? Right there? Where? Where is it? She's staring at the wrong spot.
We could give you the whole "we don't know what they're sensing" rigmarole, but you've heard it before. The original poster seemed to get a gut feeling something wasn't right. So she carried on recording and noticed something bone-chilling.
What the fuck?
A shadow reaches out to grab Rosie the dog. People in the comments were going wild with theories, mostly centering around the idea that it's a ghost cat. Or something more sinister, with some mentioning growls. Spooky, right? The dog was clearly terrified. So much so that the behavior carried on when the original poster shacked up someplace else.
Is there a ghost?
She seems to think whatever upset Rosie in the previous video latched onto them, following them into their new place. Either way, do you think these dogs witnessed visions of terror from the other side? Or are they just of a nervous disposition? Let us know down below.
The Other Side Paranormal are a group of 3 northern lads who just want to try and catch as much spooky content as they possibly can, which is why they always have time for a cheeky seance in the places they go to investigate. It's slightly better than a Ouija board, I guess, but while they were trying to communicate with a supposed shapeshifter, they realised they might have been a bit too personal with the questions.
Could you maybe knock one of the devices over, off the windowsill? You know it can be done, it got done last night for us. Just come and push it off, please.
Right, Scariest. We know that you're here. You've been interacting with us so much tonight already. But we need something from you now. You mentioned there was a shapeshifter that it can change.
Oh, me! Shit, you said that. I'll follow that way, Phil. Them ones just shot off. It's the right question every time. This is why we do it.
But you didn't expect that scream to come out of him, did you? There couldn't have been a string attached to the object, because the 3 guys all sat in a circle right in front of it. We would have seen it, or at least one of them would have given some indication it was there. So what happened here? They seemed convinced that the entity they were dealing with was a shapeshifter of some kind. Could the sheer mention of its name be enough to make it lash out?
When someone shows up at your house unannounced, it tends to throw you off course. But when it's one of your friends or a family member, you can normally let it slide. But what do you do, however, when it's someone or something that you don't know? That's what happened to this woman when she began getting strange notifications on her Ring doorbell when she wasn't at home. Check out the video that she caught first. As weird as this is, it could just be a woman wandering around in the road, but we can't help but notice her dress. It looks quite old-timey Victorian style, which again could just be what this woman decided to wear while aimlessly walking around in the middle of the night.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
That doesn't make it any less terrifying. The strange antics don't stop there though, because it seems as though this supposed spirit wanted to be heard as well as seen. Whatever this thing is, it does not sound friendly. After nobody let the lovely Anna into the house, she went and tried her luck in the shed. Pretty creepy, but did you notice the clear shadow just off screen to the right? Could this be the silhouette of creepy Anna? Why would she be so coincidentally out of the shot though? Bit sus, innit? Could it truly be a roaming spirit? Or is someone trying to give us the runaround?
When paranormal investigators head out for a case, they usually come armed with gear, cameras, EMF detectors, spirit boxes, the whole ghost hunting shebang. But YouTuber and paranormal investigator Ye Carter, official, decided to do things a little differently. He took on a case involving an abandoned apartment in India that's said to be haunted by a child, and according to past occupants, this place turns into a full-blown nightmare factory once the sun goes down. We're talking phantom footsteps sprinting down hallways, objects launching themselves like they're sick of being in the house, and an overall vibe that makes you seriously consider living in a tent instead. Naturally, our guide decided to explore the place, solo, with just a camera and a twist. He used a red light spectrum to enhance paranormal visibility. Spoiler, it worked a little too well.
एक नए कंसेप्ट पे एक नए हॉन्टेड हाउस में मैं एक पैरानॉर्मल इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने आया हूँ, जहाँ पर रेड लाइट में यूज़ कर रहा हूँ। रेड लाइट में चीज़ें ज़्यादा दिखती हैं, ज़्यादा कैप्चर होती हैं। ओ तेरा भला हो, देखा आपने? कौन है? यहां पर सुनाई पड़ता है और कहते हैं कि दिखता नहीं है वो क्लियरली, पर ओ ये देखो, क्लियरली दिखता नहीं है।
Barely 2 minutes in, as he's giving his intro, a chair basically tries to leave the room by itself. Then the chair he sat on tries to peace out too. Now, the red light might make it easy to hide any strings or tricks if this were fake, but according to him, this setup actually helps the entities manifest more clearly. But before you throw your noses up in disbelief, let's talk about some facts. Ye Care does his investigations alone, and this house has been abandoned by the occupants. So basically, he's alone with his single camera, a red light, and apparently a ghost with serious trust issues. Of course, we wouldn't expect you to take his word for it, but judging by what happens next, we believe he might be up to something. See for yourself.
ओए, वो सामने देखो, कोई चीज पड़ी है, डंडा सा है, पता नहीं क्या है, हवा में उड़ता हुआ दिख रहा है सामने कैमरे में। वो देखो, ओए, एक मिनट रुको, एक मिनट रुको, एक मिनट रुको, एक मिनट रुको, मैं कैमरा उठाकर दिखाता हूं। चलो, मैं लाइट थोड़ी और तेज कर लेता हूँ। ये देखो, ये मैं यहाँ पर इंट्रो दे रहा था बैठकर, और ये मेरा बैग वगैरह पड़ा है, और ये देखो, और ये वाइपर है, पानी वगैरह जो बाथरूम में यूज़ करते हैं। और ये देखो, इसके भी मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ घुमाकर। ये देखो, पता नहीं कैसे क्या हुआ है, आपने देखा होगा कि वहां से यहाँ पर, ओए, क्या हुआ है?
Like a witch broom on self-driving mode, the bathroom wiper lifts itself from the ground before dropping back to the ground.
Oh.
And to shut the skeptics down, he films it up close to show that there were no strings or anything attached to the objects. But this haunted house wasn't done showing off yet, because as he moved towards the bedroom, the door started shaking until he unlocked it. And that's when this happened.
घर वालों ने वो जो करते हैं ना वो उसके हाथ है। देखो, ओए होए होए होए होए होए होए, दरवाजा अपने आप खुला यार। इस गेट को खोलता हूँ पहले।
It's almost as if the house is trying to tell him something horrible happened in that bedroom. He found out in the most terrifying way.
कौन है? रेड लाइट ने जो कमाल दिखाया है ना, तो पूरी वीडियो देखना, मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं, फिर आपको समझ में आएगा। आगे चलते हैं। फिर आवाज आई, ये बच्चे की आवाज आ रही है। ये अभी एक बच्चे की आवाज आई यार। ओए ओए ओए ओए ओए ओए ओए, ओ ये देखो, बोल रहा हूं ना आपको, बच्चा। ओ जैसे ही अभी मैं आपको बोलना शुरू किया है, बच्चे की आवाज आई अभी। यहाँ पर गिलास वगैरह पड़े हैं।
Once inside the room, where the unholy vibes hit peak levels, he sees curtains being flung forward as if someone pushed them from behind, not pulled, not breezed, pushed. Then he hears a child's voice.
फिर आवाज आई, ये बच्चे।
The same voice the former residents claimed stayed with them even after they moved out. Could it have come from outside? A speaker? How do you even explain the wardrobe swinging open by itself? At this point, most people would have gotten enough reasons to call it a wrap. But our guy wanted more for his viewers. So, he dared the ghost take a look.
मैं आपको चैलेंज दे रहा हूं, आत्मा को चैलेंज दे रहा हूं, इस घर में कोई भी है, मेरा चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट करो। दोनों दरवाजों को कैमरे के सामने, हमारे दोस्त देख रहे हैं, कैमरे के सामने बंद करके दिखाओ। ओए, अब इसका क्या जवाब दोगे बताओ? कैमरे के सामने, कैमरे के सामने बिल्कुल कैप्चर हुआ है। ये देखो ये देखो ये देखो ये देखो ये देखो, फिर आवाज आ रही बाहर से कोई। हे मेरे मालिक, कौन है वहां? इधर भी कमरा है, इधर तो नहीं है कोई। समझ में नहीं आया, हे मेरे मालिक, समझ में नहीं आया कौन है। आसपास आपको फिर भी मैं दिखा देता हूँ। ये पूरी लोकेशन है। वो
After seeing one of the doors close by itself, he dared the ghost to close both doors, and right on cue, the doors shut with no one in sight or any logical explanation whatsoever, just straight up paranormal flexing. But then, things take another terrifying turn.
कुर्सी पे तो क्या बैठूं, मुझे लगता है यहाँ से निकलना चाहिए। ओए ओए ओए ओए ओए ओए ओए, कहाँ जा रही है देखो। ओए ओए ओए सामने देखो। तेरी निकलो।
He hears the sound of another chair dragging, only this time, when he trails the chair with his eyes, he finds himself staring into the eyes of an eerie, dark figure standing silently in the corner. So now the question is, was this the ghost child the residents talked about? Or is this some far darker entity using that innocent image to lure people in? Either way, Yakar did what any sane person would do. He packed up his gear and got the hell out of there.
सामने देखो। तेरी निकलो।
What started as a normal night quickly turned into a scene straight out of a horror movie for TikToker Brandy Nettleton. From her son's upstairs bedroom, his room and his room only, came the kind of sounds you pray not to hear when you're home alone. Doors slamming, footsteps creaking, and faint voices whispering like they got secrets to share. The kicker, her son wasn't even home. Brandy explains in a video that no one else ever uses this room, but as the noise escalated, she knew she had to check it out.
I'm at the stairs right now. Did you hear that? It sounds like somebody's walking up there. Bro, my fucking eyes are watering. This is scaring me. Hold on. Oh my god, as soon as I stopped it, I heard it. Fucking shit. I know you guys heard that. I hope I caught that. Did you hear it? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna turn. Look, nobody's up here. Oh my god. Look at his door is closed. Oh my god. Nope, nope, nope, nope, nope.
Brandy stops dead at the bottom of the stairs, her face a mix of terror and why am I even doing this vibes. You can tell she's debating her life choices before finally taking a deep breath and creeping up the steps. But just as she reaches the top, bam, the white bedroom door flips open like it's got somewhere to be. Her reaction, A+ relatable.
Nope, nope, nope, nope.
She nopes right back down those stairs, straight to her daughter, hoping for some backup. Instead, her daughter hits her with the old nervous laugh and "Mum, you're overreacting" shrug. Spoiler alert, she wasn't overreacting. This was just a warm-up. Watch what happens next.
Okay. Oh my god, that scared me. And it sounds like somebody's walking around up there and I got it on recording. Yes, homie. Look at his door is moving. Okay, we're gonna go up there and I'm gonna show you guys nobody is in his room. He is not here. Turn your flashlight on. Oh my god. Hurry up and come up here so you can point it to show nobody's in the room. Look. Look. Nobody's in here. Nobody.
Look, even Pixie.
You guys literally, you seen that in real time with me. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Oh no. I told you guys. And there's been that mimic. And my daughter has heard it when I'm not here. It says my name, or it says her name in my voice when I'm not here. And it says my name in her voice when I'm not here. And, or when she's not here. And now that's happening. Look at my dog. Oh, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, I'm done. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. I'm not coming under the side of the house no more. Oh my god.
While they're trying to process the door's little solo performance, things escalate. The door swings open again, like it's got a vendetta.
Oh, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, I'm done. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done.
And this time, both Brandy and her daughter are there to witness it. Cue full-on panic mode. The two bolt downstairs and the video cuts off, leaving us with more chills than answers.
I'm under the side of the house no more. Oh my god.
Could this be the work of a mimic? A sinister entity known for imitating voices, footsteps, and slamming doors to lure its prey?
Oh my god.
Or is there another explanation for the bizarre chaos in Brandy's home?
Oh, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no.
Whilst recording a Snapchat video to send to their friend, this person felt the air in the room shift as they pressed record. They thought nothing of it until they watched the footage back and realised that something else might have come with that strange feeling in the air. If you missed it, don't worry, it's pretty hard to spot. But take a closer look. A hunched over shadow figure glides past the doorway, only visible for a split second. Who knew Billy the puppet from the Saw movies was still pedaling around?
Solo camping in the woods either sounds like a dream come true to you, or your worst nightmare. For this guy over on Under the Weather, there's nothing more relaxing than taking on the elements in the Scottish valleys armed with his waterproof fold-up equipment. But during this specific camping trip, the survival element became much more present as the night went on. Everything was going according to plan, aside from some spilt milk.
Be gone! I'm gonna switch you off and then eat this because it's going to be a messy business. So, see you after. Right, I think that's me ready to settle in. Trying out the new bag, which says pretty cozy. I think I'm actually going to be too hot. That's about it. So.
He got the fire going, made some food, and settled into his sleeping bag. But he didn't get the peaceful night's sleep that he was hoping for.
Good night. Oh. Oh. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Now the thing is, I'm kind of on an island here, so there's river on that side, river on that side. It's very hard to get down here if it's a human, that is. Hello? Typical, now I can't hear a thing. Right, I'll turn the light off.
Whatever that small sound was, he brushed it off in the beginning, opting to think about how difficult it would be for anyone or anything to get to where his tent was situated. So he turns off the light, ready to doze off again, until this happens.
I've got a knife in here. I've got a knife. I've got a knife. Right. Well, that definitely sounded like somebody there. But there's no one here. Every time I come out, it's empty. Unless they're coming out the fucking river. I don't even think. No, because I've never said I'm basically on an island, so there's no way that anyone could actually get it. Jesus Christ! What? Hello? Hello? Hello? Jesus Christ! Fuck that. Hello? Did that noise again. It sounds like somebody laughing outside, but I have no idea. Huh, unless it's the kelpies. Oh. Hello? Right, I might have to leave. But I can't leave, so I'm stuck here for the whole night. If I don't make it, this is my last will and testament, right? You're the last person to see me alive. Yeah. So they say, how did you sleep? I'm like, great. Like a psycho with a knife. Good night. Good night. Good night. What the hell was that? Oh, it's just my pillow. Right. Come on, you big scary cat. That's it. Ah, screw it. Lights off. Oh God. What a night that was. Oh, that was terrifying. It sounded like hysterical laughing that woke me up. Yeah, I just heard people, somebody, noises around there.
After managing to get through the night sleeping with a knife in his hand, he wakes up unscathed at 8 AM and says that he thought the noises were that of human laughter. But a lot of commenters said that they thought the noises sounded like vicious growls. And to make matters even worse, he says that he also heard noises coming from one of the rivers surrounding him. Now look what he saw on the other side of the riverbank.
Well, some bird has gotten rather unfortunate. But as expected, everything seems in order. Yeah.
Not saying it all points to there being a werewolf in a secret Scottish glen, but it sure seems that way.
The YouTube channel AK Explorations took a ghost hunt to the Grand Opera House in Macon, Georgia, and before they even had a chance to set up their gadgets for the spooky showdown, they captured something absolutely terrifying. But to fully comprehend the paranormal evidence they captured that night, first, we need to understand why this place is the ultimate paranormal hotspot. Built in 1884, the Grand Opera House is a jaw-dropping piece of history. It started as a vaudeville opera venue, became a movie theatre, and eventually transformed into a beautifully restored stage for live performances. On the surface, it's all glitz and glamour, but beneath the surface, it's got more ghost stories than a campfire at stupid o'clock. Legend has it, tragic deaths from its early days and the emotional energy of performers who's graced its stage have turned this spot into Ghost Central. The most infamous tale: an actor who met his untimely end here in the late 1800s. Since then, visitors have reported seeing a ghostly figure creeping around backstage. And that's not all. People have described curtains swaying with no breeze, disembodied singing floating through the air, creepy applause as if a phantom audience is still enjoying the show, and even the icy touch of a ghostly hand on their shoulder in the dressing rooms. You name it, it's happened here. Fast forward to current times. While access to the Grand Opera House is limited to the public, AK Explorations managed to snag an invite. And just as they headed backstage, this happened.
That's cool.
I want to go up to a couple of them up top. With 18 something. We're gonna go right here so we see this. Let's look out here on this side.
Wow.
Who's back there? I waited. I saw someone walk back there. No, they're all on the stage and the guy's right there. On the bottom, we'll see the camera, but someone just walked by there.
Did you catch that? A shadowy figure darted across the room, slipping behind the red curtains like it had somewhere to be. They later asked the guys on the stage if they saw someone passing by, but they saw nothing. That area was empty, of living beings, that is. According to them, no one else was supposed to be in the theatre at that time, so who or what was playing peekaboo behind those curtains? But that's not the only strange sight they caught on the camera that night.
Let's sit here for a minute. Actually, here for a minute. Actually, here for a minute. Let's see if we can get this way.
As they explore the upper deck, their camera captured some strange anomaly seemingly gliding over the stairs. While some might put it down to a piece of hair or fluff, we analysed the entire video and never found anything that could even begin to look like that during the whole investigation. No visible hairs, spiderwebs, or dust flying around. Nada. So could this prove that the spooky legends of the Grand Opera House are true? Or just a couple of strange coincidences happening on camera that night? We'll let you decide.
On a quiet Friday night, while just trying to handle some laundry, this lady got the shock of her life. Everything was chill, just hanging clothes to dry, until she turned away for a split second, and bam, this happened. Take a look at the bone-chilling footage caught on her security camera. Being home alone, with her husband working late, she swore it was the first time anything like this had ever happened. They were sure the house wasn't haunted, until now. Judging by the way the rack crashed violently to the floor though, it's pretty hard to deny there might be some otherworldly stuff at play. I mean, clothes don't just get yeeted off a drying rack, and racks don't topple over with no wind. Did you catch the cat bolting right before everything went haywire? Of course, there could have been strings pulling everything, but we don't see any in the footage. Could it have been a pesky poltergeist having some fun? You decide. Let us know in the comments. A faded figure of a lady with long black hair, dressed in white, walks past the walls, across the corridor, and into the walls again, TikToker, as she undoes the wrappings before looking back forward. Using every ounce of courage in their hearts, our brave explorers go to see who might have gone into the room.